How's it going, YouTube? This is Steven, and I'm back with another news article analysis. And this time, this article is going to deal with two queens of J-pop. That's right, two queens of J-pop colliding within one article. And the title of the article is, What Do Netizens Think About Namie Amuro and Ayumi Hamasaki in 2015? 2015. All right. So, just in case you don't know, netizens, I think, is kind of like a cross between citizens and the net. So, like citizens of the net. So, what I'll do is read this article and give my thoughts and opinions as I go, and as well at the end of the article. So, here I go. The two songstresses who represent Japan, Namie Amuro, 37 years old, and Ayumi Hamasaki, 36 years old. So that's the end of the sentence. I guess they just wanted to tell us their ages, I guess. Whatever. On to the next. The two of them shared popularity during the quote-unquote golden era of J-pop. And both are still active artists, but women's reactions on the net couldn't be any more different. All right, so what exactly is the golden era of J-pop? I'm guessing it was the time when, like, before, like, the sales started to slump because of, like, technology and MP3s and things like that. So I'm guessing around that time. But in the articles, well, in the comments section, some people pointed out that Ayumi and Namie were not popular at the same time. And that is technically true. But I think in this situation where the author of the article, like what the author meant was that they were popular during the golden era. Like, even though they were popular during different times, they were still still popular during the golden era. So I think that's what they meant. Just in case, some people are like, well, Ayumi was super popular while Namie was struggling to maintain her career. And then now it's kind of like vice versa. To an extent. To an extent, But let's go on with the next part of this article. Namie Amuro, who released her new album, quote-unquote _genic, this June, is still immensely popular among women in their 30s. Okay, so Namie got the women in their 30s. That's good. Perhaps they see her as an, aspirational figure, a role model. They can identify with what she does as a musical artist. So that's good for Namie. When the PV for Stranger from the same album was released, a lot of quote-unquote girl channel users praised her for her good looks and performance. And here are some of the praises that Namie received. Wow, she's so pretty and sexy. Next comment. Her legs are so pretty. Okay, yeah, I do agree with that. Let's see, next comment. Even I, who's considerably younger than her, look up to her. If you don't put a lot of effort into it, you won't become like that, right? I need to do my best too. So yeah, this is someone seeing Namie as like an aspirational figure and, a role model. Like, wow, like, I want to be like that too. All right, next comment. This time she gives off an appropriate impression for her age in a good way. I want Amuro-chan to never change. Okay, so they're like, okay, she is representing her age group really well. She's not like, some about to be 40 something, kind of like some, how some people in the entertainment industry kind of seem to try to be a little younger than what they actually are, and it comes off as a bit desperate. Like Namie, she's not trying to do that. She's trying to be like, she's doing it. She's representing her age group in a way that doesn't make them look bad, but it actually makes them look good. Like, hey, this is what you can be when you are 37 years old versus what people think of when they think of 37 years old. Sometimes they're like, okay, you're kind of about to become middle aged. You know, you're like you're on the edge of um, middle age. Well, the edge of um, youth, so to speak. All right, next comment. Um, quote unquote, she's cute, cool, and sexy. It's like she's getting prettier with each coming year. Okay, so far Namie is getting some good praises here. You know, people are like, wow, she's getting beautiful. Well, she's like even more beautiful than the last time I saw her. So good. Next comment. She doesn't appear on TV or variety very often because you can really only see her at concerts and in her PVs. She's fascinating. She's like a being that you can't reach, like a flower on a high peak. Wow, this person has really, like I need to analyze these lyrics. Like this is worthy of a lyrical analysis right here. um, all right, so back to the comments are done. So back to the article. Even though Namie turns 38 this year, a lot of women are positive about her ageless proportions. When Namie comes up as a subject, women on the net praise her every single time. I think generally, yes, but I'm pretty sure there's some haters mixed up in there. Just a little bit, there's always some haters. It's got to be some haters, right? It's part of the ecosystem. All right. On the other hand, there is Ayumi Hamasaki, who was popular at the same time. Okay, this is I guess where people probably were having some issues with the article, because I guess technically Namie and Ayumi weren't popular or popping at the same time, and that is true because Namie was like the queen of the '90s, the J-pop queen of the '90s, definitely undisputed. Can't nobody take that title away from her, definitely. But on the other hand, I think actually Ayumi Hamasaki and Utada Hikaru were popular at the same time. But nevertheless, I do think this is an interesting article, so I'll keep continuing. I'll continue on with this article. All right. Ayumi has won the Japan Record Award 3 years in a row for, I guess, Dearest, Voyage, and No Way to Say. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I do like 2 out of 3 of those songs. No Way to Say, that was actually the song that kind of was my first introduction to Ayumi Hamasaki through that song. And I think I actually did see this award show where she sung that song. She sung it twice on that award show. And that's what got me into Ayumi. I was like, hey, let me find out more about her. Because before then, I had heard of her, but never heard her music. And Voyage, I really do like Voyage. I think Voyage is like a really epic song. Like, it's like on par with Namie's Can You Celebrate? Like, really epic and like just one of those songs that is like a masterpiece, Dearest, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't think I was able to really get into that song. But whatever. Like I said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right. So next, let's see. So she won that 3 years in a row and was a charismatic. I think that's how you say it. Young girl. Charismatic. I think so. I think I best get on that hooked on phonics again. All right, next. But now, almost all women on the web who were a part of the quote-unquote IU generation have turned their back. Shouldn't have been turned their backs on their once beloved songstress. They say back. I guess they all have one back. I don't know. On to the next. But yeah, like, I guess people have kind of turned on Ayumi or just kind of just ignored Ayumi now. But why? I guess, I don't know. It's a lot that goes into that. But here's some reactions. Let's see. The reactions, her risque photo. She sometimes uploads steamy photos of herself on Twitter. Receive are not very positive, especially from her non-fans. Okay, so I'm guessing Ayumi is using like Twitter or Instagrams to upload risque photos of herself. Hmm. I guess that's where she may have gotten that idea for her latest album covers for her mini album 666, or scratch that, 6XXXXX, extra X's. I was, cause for a minute I was like, Ayumi, did you join the Illuminati? Like, did you join the Alumni Association? But then I was like, okay, maybe she didn't join the Alumni Association just yet, cause her career is on the downturn. But you ain't got to do that, Ayumi. Don't do that. All right, but let me get back to topic. My bad. So here's some reactions to her like steamy Twitter, Instagram pictures. All right, IU has really turned into a painful Obasan. Obaasan. What's an Obasan? I'm guessing that's like Japanese for something. I guess old woman, a desperada. I don't know. Next comment: extremely indecent. Ouch. Next comment: has she fallen ill? The quote unquote fallen from her golden age feeling is strong. Ouch. So they saying that it looked like Ayumi done like fell off. Ouch. Let's see. Quote unquote. Not even your fans were asking for this. Dot dot dot. I want her to calm down because she's already 36. Ouch. They acting like she's like 86 years old or something. Like, you're already 36 years old at your age. But I guess, I don't know, I guess some people are turned off by these photos. I haven't seen these photos, so I can't say yay or nay on these photos, to be honest. um, but I'm like, okay, all right. Let's see, next comment. The merits of the original IU are dying. She has to be aware that she's different than before and has gotten older. I'm kind of ashamed for her. Ouch. Like, people are really kind of digging into Ayumi here. Like, people are reading Ayumi like the New York Times, like the Sunday newspaper here. Well, it might not be that bad, but people are kind of going in on Ayumi. Just because she's a little older, she don't look like she's like super old though. But I guess this is coming off as desperate when Ayumi is doing all this. But she's kind of being like her idol or her role model, Madonna. So, Madonna does kind of do this stuff too. So maybe that's where she's getting this inspiration and this stuff from. Because Ayumi does take cues from Madonna, whether the IU might admit it or not. She does take cues from Madonna. I don't think she just straight up plagiarized Madonna, but she gets some inspiration from her. And plenty of female artists do, and probably to an extent some artists in general do. Ain't no shame. She been in the game for like decades, so I think if you're gonna be biting off of somebody or getting inspiration from somebody, then she'll be a good person to do that to or from. And guys do it with like Michael Jackson too. But back to the topic at hand. Let's see. Next comment. Sighs at former fans. She was good before. Ouch. So people are kind of like sighing at former fans saying that she was good before. And let's see the last comment. Even though she was glorious in the past, it all means nothing because of the way she is now. Ouch. I don't think that's true. Like, Ayumi, she has put in work and has achieved so much and made such a mark on like the Japanese pop music scene and really just Japanese pop culture and like in general. Like, if she stops now, like if she stops doing what she does right now and retire, I don't think that her legacy and her mark will live on. I don't think she would just totally just fade away. Like, people would still be kind of checking for Ayumi. even in her retirement age, even if she retired, because she has been able to achieve and do so much. Like, she is the best-selling solo artist in Japan and probably in Asia in general, and as well, like, um, she holds the string, or like holds the record for having like the longest string of number one hits, like one number one hit after the other. Like, she has since, like, she hasn't been able to keep producing number one hits, because I think it came to an end at one point or another. But she's currently holds that record for at least female artists. And as well, like, her music videos are so awesome. Like, they're on like a amazing grand level of like quality that people can't, like, a lot of artists, like Asian artists at least, like, they can't touch that. Like, the only person I can think of at the moment that can come close to that is maybe Jolin Tsai, um, who's popular in the Mandel pop um, entertainment industry. But like some American artists, yeah, like they can kind of come to it, but not every American artist. So she's like on par with a lot of like international American artists. Like, she can do videos on par with, like, say, Rihanna or Beyonce, even Madonna, perhaps. Like, her videos can go toe to toe with their videos because her videos are just that good in quality, in my personal opinion. Like, for me, I do look forward to seeing Ayumi's videos and her conceptions, like her visual creations and conceptions that she's thought of in her videos, and have put into actualization. So, I'm just trying to, represent for Ayumi, and remind people of, like, who she be. But on to the final part of this article. Let's see. Exactly, because IU was shining brightly a long time ago, women on the net expressed their strict opinions. Okay, strict opinions, ouch. IU, who, in spite of her crumbling figure, continues her activities, doesn't seem to get approval for that. Yeah, I guess they don't really, people ain't recognizing what Ayumi done did in the past, like the work she done put in. Like, that ain't cool. Like, y'all need to recognize that, yeah, Ayumi put in work too. Like, Ayumi did some awesome things in the past. She may not be at that same level at the moment, but, cut her some slack. Let's see. Next, we look at Namie and Ayumi, who have become like light and shadow in those 10 years. Is the day coming when IU can once again fascinate women with her charisma? And there's a note at the end of this article that says, this article is a loose translation. There are some changes and some passages that I left out on purpose. And by the way, I forgot to mention, but this was posted on aramajapan.com. So, this is just like an article that deals with Namie and Ayumi in one article, and I think that is pretty cool in itself, to kind of have Ayumi and Namie in one article. Um, but I guess I kind of do, like, I haven't seen those pictures of Ayumi that they say were like steamy and desperate and whatnot, so I can't really comment on those. But I think overall, I think just people are feeling Namie more than Ayumi, and I think it might just be because maybe Ayumi has maybe forced herself on the public at times. And Namie has been guilty of doing that too, like back in the past. But Namie has kind of learned how to kind of pull back. And I think Ayumi is doing the same thing now. But I think maybe a part of it when it comes to Ayumi is that maybe, okay, Ayumi was just so all over the place at one point that people were like, ugh, go somewhere. And also, I think she married a Westerner, perhaps. I think she did. Ayumi, I think people may not have been feeling that. And she moved to the United States. People may not have been feeling that. As well, her music quality, people may think that she's kind of doing the same thing again and again at this point. She's rehashing themes that she's already wrote lyrics about and sung about. Perhaps, you know. And as well, I think perhaps Ayumi is kind of like in a good place in her life, like at least in her personal life, where, okay, she can't really draw from, you know, the angst of her life, you know, the drama of her life, because she's such in a good place, you know? So perhaps that's an issue too, because people come to Ayumi for, like, you know, that emotional connection that Ayumi gives with her music. Like, she puts herself into her lyrics, you know, where it's like, wow, yeah, like, that's such, like, I can really relate to that, you know. But on the other hand, I'm kind of surprised that Namie is doing as well as she is. You know, no shade to Namie, because I'm definitely part of the Namie Armada. But, you know, Namie has been singing more so in English lately. But, like, people have still been, like, buying her albums and stuff, even though she's, like, primarily marketing it for a Japanese-speaking audience, you know. Um, and, you know, her singles do well too. Despite her not even promoting her singles, she's selling, like, her singles sell pretty well, you know, for considering that they have practically no promotion other than a video and some commercials, you know. But, you know, Namie, she's, you know, Namie is changing it up. She's doing her thing though, you know, because Namie is gonna be like, this coming year, she's gonna have like a collaboration with Crystal K coming up. So, like, yet another awesome collaboration, you know, coming. As well, she's doing another collaboration with like this J-rock group too, and she's gonna be you know, revisiting the rock genre, like, you know, way back in the past. Remember, like, Rock Namie from Concentration 20 era? Yeah, she's gonna be kind of revisiting that and, you know, bringing that out again. But I've gone on for long enough. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So to sum it up, I think that both artists are great. Definitely, they both offer different things. Definitely, you know. And they both have had their time in the spotlight, really, because at one point it was kind of like reverse. Because I remember back in the style era, Namie was really struggling. Like, it wasn't like the worst struggle ever, but compared to the sales that Ayumi had versus the sales that Namie had, I'm like, you know, Namie, she's kind of like struggling a bit, you know. And I remember even reading one comment on the internet like a while ago, a long time ago, where it's like, I can't understand why, like, Namie is kind of like lagging behind Ayumi, considering like the quality of her music, you know. Like, considering that Namie has such good songs from the style era, there was like, why is Namie kind of lagging behind and not selling as much as Ayumi Hamasaki? But I think right now it's just what people want, and people want groups, like I've said before. And Namie has been able to, you know, withstand that tide, you know, but a lot of strong solo artists have not. And I think that plays a part in it too. But what do you guys think? You know, feel free to let me know. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next news article analysis, adios and goodbye for now.